Okay, so landing system time. If you don't like the landing system, you can close your eyes and turn your eyes away from the screen. Okay. You know, in the Blitz, chess.com has this Blitz chess championship that they are playing right now. And the most popular opening being played so far is the Jobava London. That's the interesting thing, right? It is a very like aggressive and nice opening you would want to play. So I get why people are doing that. If my opponent castles, it's either I have to play knight here to watch out for this. Huh. D6. That means, so if you are ever playing the landing system, I say this almost throughout my videos, you can check it out. You want to stop this. So always do this check. We call it attackers versus defenders, right? How many people are supporting the D5 square? E5 square, sorry. How many people are supporting the E5 square? 2. How many people are supporting for me? 3. He can't push D5. He still can't push it. So the only way he can try and push D5 is to play knight to D7 or castle and play rook here. So for now, I can keep developing naturally, ignoring his whole idea. But the moment he creates the threat of doing that, I should cover the square. So I'm looking at knight here and then knight here, right? So if knight here takes, I am in trouble here, right? So he can play knight here, and that creates problems for me. So I could just play knight here first, so that if knight comes in there, I'm fine, right? Knight here. So if I play, let's say, bishop here, then he goes knight h5. If I go this way, he just goes takes, takes, and then he wins. Though I have a funny thing I normally play in this position, which is I can play bishop here, then after knight here, I play this move. Kind of coercing my opponent to play this pawn move. It's not a good move. Don't do it. I don't think a good player would fall for that. I think here, if he plays here, I should just play knight e4 first. I think I should just do it. Also kind of stops the knight from coming here, if you can see it. If he takes with this knight, it's a blunder. And can anyone let me know, is the music louder than my voice? If it is, let me know. I want to rectify that. I'm also trying something. I've changed my audio settings to see if I can like record the VOD and like take out the sound from it, so that like I don't have to play sound. I don't think people like watching chess analysis videos or chess videos with sounds playing at the back, unless of course like Blitz and Bullet, which chess bras normally do, right? And they, I think, have their own like guy who makes music for them, so it's not copyrighted and they are free to use it as they wish, as and when they wish. Knight e5 is also an annoying move that people do play. Knight e4. But excuse my annotations. So if he plays knight d7, like increasing the pressure on the e5 square, here I play f4. It makes sense to play f4 in that position, increasing my number of defenders. Normally, I think the best way to play against the London is to play c5, because it allows you to play knight c6 and queen to b6, putting a lot of pressure on the d4 square, right? So you can imagine a queen here, a pawn here, a knight here. You have 3 pieces putting pressure on this square. So I kind of prefer that way than with this one, where it's even harder to you can't even add your queen to the defense, right? I want to play bishop here, but knight here is annoying, so I want to take it a little bit slow. Let's go here. I'm still in time. I'm still in move, so like don't be too scared. Don't be in too much of a hurry. Take your time, play the best moves you can, and you should find a way. I'm playing this to instantly deal with knight coming in here. I don't want to give him the chance to take this bishop for free. He's gonna castle, or he's gonna play queen here. There's a trick with queen here, but I just can't remember it. There's some trick there with queen. I don't remember it. Remember it. But you can see the difference in confidence level with my play here. With the London system, I'm more confident with my lines and with my moves. So I don't spend so much time. But with the Scandinavian, not like I'm not so conversant with the moves, but I played Queen A5, which is what I haven't really learned, right? So these are the kind of things you have to think about, right? So sometimes you can tell when you watch these commentary videos, you see them saying, "Oh, he seems to be confident in his opening." It's simply the number of moves being made per the time, right? And when you spend too much time, especially in the opening phase, it shows that you are not aware of what's happening, right, on the board, which is normally a good sign for your opponent, which means that he has caught you. So these are kind of like the mind games you see in chess. Okay, I don't get what this guy is doing. I get that he's coming here, but I don't get what he's doing. Because he's playing everything, I think, wrong. And now that I've spoken like this, if I lose, it's going to look bad, all right? So let's just develop naturally. He's coming in here. Again, I don't want to trade. I'm trying to prevent him from pushing. So should he come there? I think it's the same thing. It hasn't really changed anything about the position. He's basically just cycling around, and he's giving me too much time. I don't even know what he's doing, to be frank. He's played it like an Italian, C3 Italian. Oh. I'm not in any rush to play C3 now. Do I go H4, H5? I think he wants to go queenside. I think that's what he wants to do. So currently I'm thinking about C4, pawn takes knight here. The bishop just checked. I could play this. Oh, I think he wants to trade off bishops. I think that's what he wants to do. So even if I play A4, he's going to play B5. Pawn takes, bishop takes. Because the bishop is my good bishop, and I'm sure he wouldn't want that bishop to exist. I mean, I'm not in any rush. I could castle, and if bishop to B5 plays C4, pawn takes, knight takes, and now I have an attack on his queen side. Or I could just focus on the king side idea I have already. Play C3. Bishop comes in. Bishop back. A4. And his bishop has to move away. I don't know. Because I think it's very obvious that that's what he's looking for. I can also solve that whole issue by simply going knight takes, queen takes, F4, coming in this way with my other knight. I don't know if I really like the C4 idea. A4 doesn't stop it. A4, B5 takes, bishop takes. Wait. Oh, come on. Is it, does it work? A4, B5, A takes B5, bishop takes B5, bishop takes B5, A takes B5, rook takes B8, A8, queen takes A8, knight takes, queen. No, queen, he has queen A1. Okay. Queen, he has. Okay. Oh, boy. I'm going to go for this line. There are 3 different lines I can go for. I don't know which one is the best, but I'll go for this one. If you trade bishop for bishop, I'm actually completely fine with that, to be frank. And in fact, that's traditionally what happens in this opening. Again, I said the idea is to stop my opponent from coming in there. The only problem now is that my opponent can get this move, which is very sad for me. I just keep my idea alive. That's basically why I did that. I just keep my idea alive and hopefully it works out for me. And since I have 2 pawns defending the e5 square, it's not so dangerous. My opponent would have to need 2 pawns because if he pushes and I take, the next capture has to be with a piece. So I'm not in any hurry at the moment to bring my knight to e5, though that's like where my knight would want to be. So I think I can slow play it. I can castle, maybe reroute my bishop, go e4, go g4, g5 if I want to. But I think my opponent can castle queenside, right? And that kind of messes up a lot of things. In that case, then c4 makes perfect sense because c5, his bishop is trapped. So I think after c4, if my opponent does castle queenside, I'm going to go c4. He has to take, and if he takes, I have knight here, which helps me further develop my knight to get to my square ahead of time. So I'm kind of like developing with tempo, if you can like see it like that. And now I have like rook on this file. I can eventually free my bishop, and now he's going to have lots of attacks on his queenside. So I don't think he should castle queenside. I don't think he should. I don't think my opponent, he's playing awkwardly, but I can't say he has made a like significant mistake so far. Please, if you see a 1300 Indian chess player, I'm just stereotyping here. He's like 1800. He's like 1900. I mean, these guys are just good. Yeah, they are just good. Interesting. Hmm. That's a very interesting. And I also didn't expect it. That's what makes it better. But my instinct is just saying bishop to f3, f2, sorry. Of course, there's bishop takes f5. Bishop takes f5, e takes f5, queen to f3. The position is close, so knights are better than bishops, to be frank. Hmm. I'll just play by instinct here. I haven't really calculated, but I'll play by. Hmm. I'm looking at this move, but I don't know if it works. I need my opponent to make a concrete decision. It's very difficult. Like, if I try anything right now, it's possible I'll be making a mistake, right? If I play g4, it's possible my opponent go queenside. And if I play g4 and I play c4, the idea I talked about, my position becomes very loose. So I need my opponent to castle, to make a concrete decision so that I know where I'm going with my game plan. Right? And I can't be waiting too much because the more I wait, the better his position becomes. So I don't want to wait for too long. Sorry. Okay, that move makes no sense to me. Why would he play that? Hey, Pidu, thanks for the follow. Why would he play that? Wait. He thinks I want to play e5? e4? You know what? He has given me a target, so I'm going after that target. It's going to be obvious if I play this, so I might want to slow it down a bit. Actually, I can actually just slow it down. If I play c4 now, again, this is the annoying thing about this whole idea, right? I'm going to play a3. What is this guy's plan? I'm going to play a3 and hope he's going to castle. Don't play hook chess. Don't play hook. But whenever I bend my camera, when I set up straight, it gets cut off. And I can't zoom out. That's a sad part. I'd love to zoom out. a3 is to prep c4. Normally a3 would be to prep like b4, but a3 is to prep c4. And since a3 is a waiting move, I want to see, like, is my opponent going to actually commit? You think g4 is a good move? Yeah, I do think g4 is a good move. Except, like, if I play g4, I could. What? Yeah, I saw that superficially, but I didn't actually see the move. Like, I saw he could be defending that square, but I didn't really think it was a necessary. That's why I considered e5. Huh. This is going to be very interesting. It's going to be interesting. Hmm. I want to keep my knight on my bishop. This bishop is bad. Like, if I let him take it, I don't think there's any problem, to be frank. Just that this pawn is what I'm worried about a bit. So I can let him take it and I go this way. Okay, let me just avoid for now. Takes pawn, takes bishop here. The same idea continues, and I can castle kingside and continue in case my opponent. Because this bishop is not like as useful as you might think. Just that after takes, king comes in here, I can just come in here and castle kingside. So I want to kind of like continue with my whole plan here. But if I play this, he's going to play this, right? Okay, let's say I take attacking his queen. What does he do? Yeah, I think he might have to respond. Just want to make sure I'm not losing something precious because of that move. Just castle. Nah, castle is not correct. Castle is not the correct move. If you take with bishop, then short castle. Yeah, I consider that one too. But I don't think there's like, I think I can manual castle, which is why I'm not so concerned about actually castling, right? Because I guess I can just do this and come back, right? But this pawn is where the problem is coming in. Right now, you can see I have a very strong center. Hmm. So the reason I'm saying castling doesn't work is because you take? No, okay. The reason I'm saying castling doesn't work is because if I castle here and he plays knight takes, rook takes, then he has knight here, which is annoying. Yeah, I saw this and I said he's threatening checkmate, so I can just come in here and also threaten him myself. If he attacks my knight, I take here with check, so there's no problem. That pawn, I think, is this pawn is I think a little bit too valuable. Should I lose this pawn? These pawns become disconnected, and this one becomes isolated. And I don't want that pawn structure in my life. If he castles, he just has to go back. Like anyway, he goes back, it's fine. I just think that when he goes back, I can play this move, and I'm threatening stuff. I'm kind of not even sure I want to take his bishop now because this bishop just looks lousy. Though I might have to just take it. I'm thinking about like taking like this so that I can play this and then keep the attack here. This is why I say you don't underestimate. Like for chess.com to even recommend me playing this guy shows how strong he is. You know. Wait. If he goes here, do I have this move? Pawn takes, then bishop takes, opening up the position somewhat. No, but I open up his bishop. I don't like that. But I do have h4, h5, right? But I think on h4 he plays h5 himself. Then I'll retreat, but then I have the threat of bishop takes g6, f takes g6, queen takes g6, check. I think that works. Okay, so he didn't go the other way, which is what I was expecting. So I can win a pawn here, bishop takes, and then here. Actually, I can't win a pawn here. That's just dumb. Yeah, I can actually. I have to play knight takes check. Okay, then he'll take with his knight. Like this. If my knight ever leaves this square, this is the problem. So I'm trying to watch out for that. I might have to do something, right? I think takes here. He takes with the pawn. Let's just see. Then rook. I'm trying to avoid move suggestions. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Wait, bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes g5, queen takes g7, attacking the rook. He can't play queen takes because I just take with check and then he's in trouble. So bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes g7. What does he do? Rook to f8. Okay, let's say he plays rook to f8. Then what do I do? I can now move my knight away, right? No, I can take the bishop with check, then play rook. I think that's slightly better. I lose the bishop. I think that's slightly better. So bishop takes. What if he plays knight takes here first? I can play this. He takes, then I take. I take here. Tricky. But that's the line I kind of want to go for. Bishop takes, pawn takes. So bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes, rook f8. Then rook comes in here. Then bishop takes, queen takes. Then rook here. Then if pawn takes, I can take the queen and then just have a simple position. I think. I'm not so sure. I'll go for that line. I'll go for that line. If this is wrong, I'm just going to... Oh boy, if this is wrong in some way, I'm just going to hit myself. I can simply take here with check. But I think this move... So takes here... takes here, he castles queen side, right? If he castles queen side, I still take here with check, right? And I can still attack the queen. Please don't make a mistake in this calculation. Please don't make a mistake in this calculation. Don't make a mistake in this calculation. Please don't make a mistake. Because, like, there are threats here. Okay. I think our position is good. This is coming in. I've not forgotten. It's actually coming in. I've not forgotten that move exists. If this game fizzles into an end game, I have the advantage. So I can kind of provoke a queen take here. So here I can provoke a queen take move. He can play pawn push. Pawn push. In that case, maybe I go rook up. Come in this way. Color pressure. My opponent can do a similar thing. I just want to make sure that I'm fine. He takes here with check. If he wasn't taking here with check, I would have played something else. Okay, so rook c2, rook here. No, rook here. I think he's going to block me first. No, actually, he shouldn't block me. I'm coming. Let me play my move and then I'll look at chat and see what you guys are saying. Sacrifice the rook doesn't work. Okay. I have more space. Okay, bishop takes knight. Hey, what's up? What's up? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream, Evac. Bishop takes knight. Knight takes with check. And I win the pawn. Maybe I could have actually won the pawn. But I just feel like the end game position is just fine. Right? I just feel like the end game position is just fine. I'm still like a little bit worried about him starting something over here, you know? He goes the other way. But it still doesn't work, right? Rook takes, pawn takes, queen takes. I still have my queen defending this square. I know that the moment I play this move, he's going to play... The moment I play like rook to c1, he's going to play like one of these two. And the reason behind this move is also to prevent my queen from coming in here, which I think is also fine. If I want to win a pawn, I can just come in this way. Do I take the pawn first? Now, even if he plays rook takes e3 first, I still think I'm fine. Can't I just take the f or the g pawn? I can, but I just feel like I don't know if... I'm not so sure I have enough time. Okay, thanks, Evac. Yeah, so like I said, okay. Time is not on my side. Okay, you know what? I can take 2 pawns. So I can take this. My point is to win this guy. So I can take this guy and then take this guy. I just hope that I'm not opening up too many lines for him to use against me. I feel like I'm safe right now. These guys can't really attack me because they are no longer coordinated. So takes here, pawn push, and I can take here. I still feel fine. Okay. Okay, the move is obvious. Let's just make the move so that I can spend more time later. Now I'm a little bit worried about actually no, that doesn't work. Yeah, F7 doesn't work. Why are all the you see this is proper chess, right? You feel the tension in the position. Trust me, if you ever checked out my YouTube channel, I'm always low on time. I never have the time advantage. I never have the time advantage. Okay, now E4 is on my mind. Okay. I think now he's going to play this move. But now I can come in this way and come in this way. It's still a threat. I can win his queen for 2 rooks. You're going to play this? He should see it. I think he should see it. He's been playing so well, he should see it. Pushing the H pawn, it will come. It will come, but not now. There's still, like, my king is not safe. And there's still a lot of, like, pressure in the position. So maybe, who knows? Maybe I should just push the H pawn. But I don't think now is the time. I think if I can resolve the position somewhat, then pushing the H pawn comes into consideration. But if he plays the move rook to G7 right now, I think that's wrong. Rook D to G7, I think that's wrong because rook G to D7, I play rook takes C6 check. If pawn takes C6, rook takes C6 check. Queen takes queen takes C6, queen takes C6 check again. Even if he brings his rook to come and defend, I have rook to queen to E6 check, forking the king and the rook, and I just win from there. He sees it. This is why we hate good chess players. But now we have pawn push. Pawn push if queen takes, we take the queen, pawn takes, and then we win. And pawn push takes. Now there's no longer a pawn defending. I have rook takes. So I think I can play this move. I play this move very fast, but maybe. Yes, exactly. Either way, I can sacrifice the rook to win the queen. You can't push because I win your queen. And if you move back, the same problem, like, right? If you take, I just win here. So maybe, I think right now he's going to be considering maybe trying to counterattack. But if he plays here, do I play pawn push? No, I think I just take. So pawn takes. Pawn takes is the way to go. Because I take again with check. I think he's just going to move his king. But I think if he plays queen check here, I have to be careful because of this guy. Right, he can play king here, and if he plays rook takes and I play rook takes here, and he comes in queen check, and I come in this way, he's just going to play rook takes and deflect, right? So there's still lots of things to think about. And I'll goes pawn push. What about attacking the queen? Does that do anything for me? Yeah, I win the queen. If he pushes this way, I win the rook. If he blocks with the rook, I win the queen. You should see this. He has a very annoying move that I'm just looking at, right? Because once I take this guy, he's going to start this nonsense, right? He's really going to start this nonsense and piss me off. So I have to play here. He's going to come here. Then I have to play... Is it just draw? I think I have to come back this way. And he has no more checks. I'm sure he's going to play king up. King up is the safest move. King up keeps the game alive. And he still has drawing chances with king up. Yeah. Now comes his checks. Queen check. I think I just come this way, right? I shouldn't go to a light square. Because if I can just get him here to this file, I'm just completely fine. King up, he just goes this way. Ah, wait. That's actually possible. King up, check, and I come in this way. There's no more checks. There's no more checks. Okay, no, he has this one. I can't allow that to happen. Okay, so just here. Just here. You can't take this because of my rook. He might play rook takes to distract me, because if I take here, then he has a lot of moves. So if he plays rook takes, I'll play queen check first. Oh, okay, he's coming there. Check here. Come on, the time is not favoring me. So if he comes here, check, I just come in this way and I'm fine, right? You have to block with your queen and we win from there. Whew, now that the queen is gone, I think this is just an easy win. Yeah. So Pidu, like you said, I can just distract my opponent. Let's go. I'm sure I should have felt more confident in the position, especially since it was a 1300. But he was playing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not playing well, and I'm not seeing the best move. But to me, he seemed he was playing very well, right? Maybe I could have. Maybe I was completely better and I just didn't know it. But it seemed like he was playing very well, which is why I was a little bit scared, right? Whew. Another tough game. Another tough game. So yeah, I don't think pushing the H pawn was like needed early on because there was so many things happening in the game, and yeah, that's basically kind of like how you have to go through the whole position. Very very annoying sometimes, right? Okay, so let's take a quick look at this. So the opening was very fine for me. The opening was very fine for me. Again, this move, like it's not in the spirit of the opening, right? It's not in the spirit of the opening. What I mostly expect from a player is this, like c4 just makes perfect sense, right? And let's just develop naturally here. Let's say this. Let's say knight. Let's say knight as well. I think knight is what you want to do here. Now queen. This kind of pressure is necessary, right? So you come in here, this here, and then sorry, that's actually bad. You come in here and then here. There's a trick to make this position good for white, but I don't know how to do it. Yeah, but that's kind of like what I was thinking. You think I could have pinned the queen to the king with the rooks at the end game? I considered it. It didn't look possible. I think because I was really looking at that, but I don't think it was possible. But we are looking through the whole game. We'll get to it. So yeah, he played some moves here. But welcome, that's PMChess. Yeah, this move didn't make any sense. I was completely expecting this. This move I wasn't expecting. Like not even once. I wasn't even expecting this move. Maybe I should have. I think now I just keep it in mind. Takes, and a6 didn't. Yeah, a6. The reason I thought a6 was the move was what he was like planning. Is that after castles, then you simply have this move. And most people like to do this to fight against the London bishop, as it's called. So I was thinking about this, takes, and then knight here. That's what I was thinking about, but I don't know. I'm not so sure how okay this. I'm not so sure. So that's it. So I decided to trade off the bishop because bishop pair. But yeah, f4. So f4, maybe the engine doesn't like this move because I'm just trying to hold this square, preventing my opponent from getting it. And the way it looked like, my opponent was not even trying to get it in the first place, which is kind of wrong. So the engine actually doesn't like f4. It says now black has equalized. It's fine. I mean, 0.2 minus 0.2 doesn't mean you are winning. Neither does plus 0.8, right? So these decisions were very interesting, I think. 1600. Yeah, we got back 1600. We are going back to 1800. We have to get back to our 1800 rating. Today just seems like a good day. Yeah, so Artem Roma, who's that? I actually have no idea who that is. But my point is this. If you do want to challenge me, you can just let me know. Exclamation mark. You can use the exclamation sign, then write challenge after that. So exclam challenge, exclamation mark challenge, exclamation point challenge, and the link will come. You can click the chess.com link. But for now, please let me finish the analysis before we continue on. So c4, then take. So this is the point I was trying to talk about. In this position, we're looking at so many things. So I looked at takes bishop here, and I can still castle, and then go e5. It was a possibility. Then the next thing I looked at was bishop takes here, and then just castle, and I'm safe. But I didn't like the pressure of this pawn. I mean, I can focus more on my queenside attack now. But now my opponent can just say, hey, you know what? I'm going kingside. And it's going to be harder for me to attack from there, in my opinion. So I'm just like, okay, this bishop, first of all, is not doing anything. This knight is completely better than this bishop. So if he does want to take this bishop, why don't I just let him? And the point is that after this, so I think my opponent takes, I play c4, my opponent takes, and then I take, and then I think my position now becomes very better. Come on, engine. Why is my PC so slow? And yeah, my position becomes better by the engine. Like a very big jump. Almost +1, right? So this trade was not a good idea by my opponent. I don't even understand why he went for it. Because my bishop is not doing anything. Like, he was so targeted on this pawn, he wasn't looking at his principles, right? And I am getting what I want. Yeah, so here, I think people are talking about this. The only reason why this might not be possible is because my opponent can be stubborn and play this. I mean, it's not like I'm even dead lost or anything. I can play this. No, actually, that is... Oh, that is what you saw. Oh. Okay. I didn't see that. Maybe I would have played if I saw that. Yeah, I would have played if I saw that. Maybe not. Who knows? But here now, wait, what? Mate in 15, where? There was no mate in 15. Come on. +2. Okay. Here we have a very nice position. My opponent trying to create problems for me. And for those of you who were wondering about what we're talking about, if you couldn't see the position, if my opponent decided to get aggressive and come in this way, I simply had rook takes, pawn takes, rook takes. If you try and come back with your rook now, it's too late. I take your queen. And if you take with your queen, I still take here with check. If you decide you want to come back and block, I come here with check. King moves, I take. Wherever your king moves, I just take. So after this check, you would have to move somewhere else. I don't know where, but the point is I'm just going to have a field day, taking your pawns. And then eventually I'm going to play g4, g3, and everything you made just didn't make any sense. Okay. So here we just capitalized. Again, my opponent seems to be very aggressive. Like, he just seemed to go for the forward moves rather than the defensive moves. Like, he just didn't see, like, I would have within seconds played this move, because this is scary. Like, this is scary. I would have instantly played it. Because I think that this is where tactical chess is talking about. Because at the point when I took here, I think I could play rook here. But there was something that was deterring me from playing rook there or something like that. I think there was some rook check line in that thing. Let me just go through that line. So he plays, I play this, then I get this, and then this is what you're talking about. Right? I'm a little bit worried about this. I mean, still my opponent can't do anything with the queen, but I'm a little bit worried about it. Maybe here, then here. Then you finally take it. Yeah, maybe I'm still winning. Yeah, I was a little bit scared. I was scared of giving my opponent a single free move. That's what I was afraid of. I just didn't want him to get a free move, where it's like I'm not. But I think your variation would have been completely better. Yeah, variation would have been completely better. Yeah, it would have been completely better. Because if I had gotten the queens off the board, I think I'm just completely fine. Yeah. Takes, I attack here. He can check me again. I come in here. He checks me again. I come in here. He checks me again. Like, I mean, the best he can do is to win a rook. So he can check me here. When I come in here, he's going to come in, takes. But I still take, and I'm still winning, right? So regardless, I think your variation is just far better than mine, because I still keep my queen. So here we just get this position, and